I am Mark, with who's my co-host Dan.
Hello.
And you are traveling the Jundland Wastes once again. It is January 6th of 2026. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I hope all our Star Wars fans had a great holiday season, collected a lot of good swag, got to hang out with family and friends, eat good food, have some good drink. Did you have good food and good drink?
Oh, yeah, you bet, man.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. And I had some good food. Yeah, no, it was fine. Actually, I had a really good drink. Here's a good libation. A good libation that I had. I hadn't tried this before, but I like. If I had to, I'm not such a huge beer drinker, but over the summer I started getting an affinity for Sam Adams' Porch Rocker, which is a light lager, because I can't really do those big heavy beers. So I picked up for one of our holiday shindigs a case of Sam Adams Winter Skull, and that was really good. Has some hints of nutmeg and cinnamon in it, and it was a really good tasting lager. I have to tell you, I liked that.
That's amazing.
It was good. I mean, you would have found it in any cantina on Tatooine. So.
Fantastic,
isn't it?
Yeah. So what's in it? What's special about it?
Like I said, I tend to like a little bit of a lighter beer, like a more of a lager type of a beer, as opposed to, I know I know I have friends who are like, big Sam Adams fans, and they like a nice big hearty one, but this, like I said, this one has hints of had some cinnamon in there, some fall flavors, some nutmeg, I think, and it gives you, it's a really a good fine like winter beer to have in these cold days. But yeah, that's Dan. Like I said, next time we're in the cantina there in Tatooine, we'll have to see if the guy has it there.
Oh yeah,
it's much better than the blue milk he was serving Luke that time. But
that's fantastic.
Anyway,
by the way, there is a restaurant chain in southern New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Called Pressed Cafe.
Yeah.
I have learned that they are big Star Wars fans, and they have what they call magic milk, and it's blue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We may have to ask them if we could do a live podcast there.
Oh my God, they'd probably love that.
That would be, great idea for 2026.
Ooh,
we're breaking out the blue milk for everybody.
Fantastic, actually.
Oh God! I still have in my freezer a carton of when the blue milk came out a couple years ago in the freezer. Never got around to unfreezing it, but it's there. Oh, wow. So maybe we'll break it out we'll thaw it out on May the 4th or something for something special. But
we'll talk after.
We'll talk after.
We'll talk.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, so speaking of post holiday stuff, did you get any good swag? No. Okay. Okay. I feel bad because I'm not going to say. I got two good pieces of swag.
I live vicariously through your swag.
Oh, you do? Oh, good. That's fantastic.
Your swag addiction.
Well, these are two good deals. So, I found this. I think I had mentioned. Everybody knows I'm a big Obi-Wan Kenobi fan of that Disney series. I really, really enjoyed it, and I really wanted to get some swag specifically for that from the show. So. This was the hardest thing to find, but I was actually able to find some place on the West Coast that was able to connect me with this fantastic Star Wars Hasbro Vintage Collection Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader Showdown 2-pack, which that's really good stuff. I'm telling you, the whole thing is just great. Okay, you get it. I like this so much that I still haven't even taken the figures out of the pack. First, I was like, I'm going to just take the figures out of the package and put it on the bookshelf and everything and all. But I got it and was looking. So I'm telling you, the Obi-Wan is how he looked in that final duel with Vader on the Kenobi series, in that brownish robe with that very fierce look in his face, not looking as beaten as he was in that first duel in the series. And the Vader that comes with it has the blown off mask, so it has how Anakin Vader looked when it was just, and he was saying, yeah, you didn't kill Anakin, I did. Yeah.
That's a great scene. Sorry, go on.
It totally is. So the figures are looking great, and I'm telling you, and actually it comes with, this is pretty cool. It comes with Obi-Wan has his pistol and a lightsaber, and one which is not ignited and can be clipped onto his belt. And the Vader comes with a lightsaber, of course. The helmet you could take off if you really wanted to have pose him with the busted helmet, or looking. And the two figures have the Vader figure is called Showdown, and the Kenobi figure is also, actually that's also called Showdown. This is the Showdown figures. So and the box is really cool. They got some cool art on the front there. They posed the figures there to make it look like they were in that final duel with the rocks around them. The side panel has an up close picture of Vader with the blasted off mask, and the other one has Obi-Wan standing, very powerful with his lightsaber. So it was a pretty cool package of 2-pack of figures that I got there. Yeah, so that was pretty cool, and I also was able to pick up, because I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been wanting to learn how to play sabacc. So I was able to find for and I couldn't believe how much they would charge. Like the official sabacc decks that they sell, with the box and the deck of cards and the 2 dice down at Galaxy's Edge. Those are, they could be pricey, but I was able to get one for about $15. Somebody was a used deck, which was really nice. So
fantastic.
So I'm going to start my journey to learning how to play it. Some of the guys in the closer community here of the TJW podcast in this area are we're gonna try to give it a go. We'll see if we can learn this game. Maybe I'll break out the Winter Skull Sam Adams. That would be great for that.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, you may have to come for this as well too. I mean, this would be.
I think I definitely have to.
You would have to. So those are the two. Oh, and one other piece of swag that I got this week. But this is actually, it's not really holiday swag as much as it was. I sometimes donate blood, and when you donate blood, they sometimes will give you a gift card. So I got last time I donated blood, they gave me an Amazon gift card, and when I picked up, because Dan had just impressed upon me the need to stop drinking instant coffee, I got this fantastic French press which came. So I haven't tried it yet. I got to get the coffee and everything, but it was we're very excited here in the house to see what a non-instant cup of coffee could be like. But yeah, so that's the holiday stuff. Actually, I was going to tell you one other thing. Yep. For those of you who know Dan and I, God, we're such big fans of Rob Taylor and Hero Fight art. My gosh, it's been there since really his early beginnings. He had an interesting post here this morning. So he likes to do. He was doing these incredible art of like what he calls his helm series, which is the Star Wars helmets. All the various helmets, putting them in this is the Bad Batch, this is Delta Squad, this is the 501st, this is Vader's helmet. All these elements. So he's thinking about going back. I think it said here. He said, he said here, before my ship series took over, my most popular ongoing body of work was inspired by the incredible helmets of Star Wars. I hero fight so many of them that I actually convinced myself I was nearly finished, and my focus drifted elsewhere. Since then, the Bad Batch has given us multiple seasons. We've had a couple new live-action series, introduced some seriously cool new helmets. So I'm curious, would you like to see the Helm series make a return? Would you add a new piece to your collection if I brought fresh energy back to it? And how would you feel about a special release of legacy Helm pieces pulled straight from the Hero Fight vault? So I thought that was a pretty cool update. Yeah, I would love to see that. I actually mentioned to him because he said, what do you think of this? So I had actually, I really dig his. If you want to check it out, go back to his Facebook page and look up Delta Squad.
Okay.
From Republic Commando, that great video game from yesteryear. So he hero-fied those helmets, and I was like, gosh, that would be so cool to have. And you know how much I like his micro metals. I think I've showed you them before, like the trading card size art that it's about the size of a trading card, but it's really good for people who don't have enough space or wall space to put up everything. So you can switch out the cards, and I've got it for its like Valentine's Day specials. So I suggested, I said, wouldn't it be cool if you had like this micro metal art that maybe some of these single helmets on it, or maybe like a mini set of helmets. So I thought that way, and he said, oh, it's a cool idea. So who knows? But the point here I'm trying to make here, give Rob Taylor of Hero Fight Art a little bit love. Check out his stuff, buy a couple things from him, and you won't regret it, because it is some of the finest art out there, I have to tell you. Oh my gosh.
I remember the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, because it looked like it was glowing.
It's like a stained glass effect. It felt like, with just a little bit of light that he was putting on those metal prints. But
I couldn't quite get what was going on, and then when I got it, I just was blown away. It's amazing stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see what 2026 holds for Herofied. Now, to the issue at hand. Okay. No. Hey, take it. Anywho.
Okay.
Oh God, you gotta give it to Dad. He knows where to put in the good punches here. But the big news today, and I'm glad because we're planning to podcast anyway today. But I think this is actually a good time to do it. You probably saw this on your Facebook feeds and everywhere that. Supposedly, now this is all hearsay, we haven't heard anything official yet, that Dave Filoni and Lewin Brennan will reportedly replace Kathleen Kennedy as their new co-presidents of Lucasfilm, meaning Dave Filoni will oversee the creative development, and this other fellow who I've not heard of, maybe have you heard of Lewin Brennan?
She's like the second in command over there. She basically runs the business aspect of it.
I think that's why, she's going to oversee the executive duties.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're saying an announcement is expected to be made in a couple of weeks, which I'm wondering if that's probably going to be when Kathleen Kennedy says, like, I'm officially hanging it up. But
it was like a year ago that we had heard that she's not going to be there too much longer or something.
I don't know. I mean, I think the problem that we have with this, okay, is that is the fact that Lucasfilm is a Disney entity, and nothing is going to. I keep wondering. Back in the old days when I thought that when Lucasfilm was with Lucas, and he was going to tag in Dave Filoni. I mean, there was a time that everybody thought that Dave Filoni is being groomed to be the next big, and he understands the Star Wars universe. He understands how what good Star Wars is. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much power or how much influence he's going to have here anymore.
That's interesting.
Is it possible for him to be able to be the creative development director here, and they'll take the gloves off of him, and he's going to be like, okay, here's what we're doing, or is it going to be, I got to first get it okayed by A, B, and C? I don't know. I mean,
that's a good question.
I mean, I don't. Maybe this headline or all this stuff would have hit me a little bit harder if it was like 15 years ago or 20 years ago, and Lucas saying, "Well, I've done all I can with Star Wars. I'm finished right now, and Dave's going to take over," which was like seems such a logical way to go about this. I don't know. What do you think, Dan?
Well, I think they're probably they're trying to kind of satisfy everyone, which is usually a recipe for disaster.
Yep.
But
you're right. I mean, a couple of years ago I wouldn't have believed it, but you're right.
How these corporations function, like any large kind of corporation, anytime they're like, well, we're going to put two of you in charge, it's always like, oh no. It's not going to work.
I mean, it's well.
They what they should do. I hope they do it like this. Like the lady Lewin Brennan, I think is her name.
Lewin Brennan, yeah.
I think they should say they basically ought to keep her in charge of the business, but keep it on the lowdown, and kind of have Dave be the person running it. And I doubt they'll do that because that would be too intelligent for them. And I think but this gets back to I don't want to I like the prequels, I really do.
Mm-hmm.
However, one of the issues was there was too many cooks in the kitchen. Every time, there's no real leadership in terms of the direction of the movies. They're all over the place. They're good, but they feel, maybe one of the reasons we like them is they feel more like comic books to me.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
They kind of feel more like they just don't capture, as far as I can tell, the real kind of epic vibe. There's lots of things that they did there that were, I'm not sure, that were, I think, questionable. They're good and they're enjoyable, but they read to me more like a comic book, which is fabulous. But I don't know if they spent, hundreds of millions of dollars on a comic book, probably. But,
yeah, no, it's...
So that's my criticism of Lucasfilm and how they run things. The reason it was at least coherent, the reason I think it was coherent was before Disney was because there was one person in charge, period.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, it turns out some of the problems with the prequels that are real or whatever, some of the issues were because George Lucas felt the need to listen to other people. I used to think it was because he had too many yes men around him. It's the exact opposite. It turns out there were many people. He came up with some fabulous ideas, and many people were like, no, you really got to consider this, and you should do this. So we listened to them. Now, I like the prequels very much, but I'm saying, if you go back to his original ideas for the prequels, had he been, it's just ironic, but had he just been a dictator, then Star Wars would have been it would have been even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In art, dictatorship works. I mean,
I know you've said this before. And you've done so much with music from a classical perspective to psychedelic rock and so forth. It's can you imagine doing everything you did? I mean, you had mentors and you have people but I mean, you were really the person who decided what this piece of music was going to do, right?
Yeah, right. No, absolutely. My name's on it, and I'm standing there, and that's part of the beauty of that system, where it's just one person and their vision is there's a tremendous amount of pressure on that person to produce something good, and because it's just them, it's all on them if it's not good.
Okay. Well.
So yeah. So I just again in art and in things like that. Now that being said, if you do your part exactly right, meaning if you're the idea person, which Lucas was, if you write the great ideas, you don't micromanage the performances. Obviously, there's room for other people, so in that way, it's kind of a democracy. But the artistic vision and the story has got to be a dictatorship.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wisdom in what you say. It's now this is a good waterfall into this question as well too, because I think it's somewhere around 138 days until Mandalorian and Grogu hits the theaters. Okay, in May. I mean, we're really not that far off from this, and it's sort of weird that we're not. You figure we are this close to it. My gosh, I remember how we were more, I think, enthusiastic when the sequels were being reported. I mean, we were really hanging on to each of those trailers and teasers, and we just couldn't wait to get to the next one. But I feel like there's the fact that we're only just a couple months out of this, and we've only gotten a very small teaser, which doesn't. I mean, it was fine, but it didn't really show us anything. I'm hoping that by Super Bowl commercial time, they're going to hit us with a good 3-minute trailer. But I feel that there's nothing that's this should be about. I mean, I know. I figured where is all the hype for this? So, interestingly, I saw this on on a Facebook posting on Facebook, Star Wars all day, every day post. So yeah. So that, and like I said, I found this all interesting. I don't know how much of it is based off of just thought and conjecture, but I mean, a lot of it makes sense to me. It writes here, Lucasfilm is reportedly slamming the air brakes on the Mando versus long-term flight path, putting future stories on ice beyond Ahsoka Season 2 and the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. What's reportedly happening? Okay, a new insider report claims that Lucasfilm currently has no additional projects planned in the Mandoverse timeline after Ahsoka Season 2. The studio said to be in a wait-and-see mode, gauging how Ahsoka Season 2 performs on Disney Plus before greenlighting anything else. And on the big screen, The Mandalorian and Grogu remains on course as one of the next Star Wars theatrical releases, but what comes after that is now considered uncertain. For something as big, I mean, we spoke about this before, that, gosh, I mean, it's funny that a bunch of years ago that it was like I said before, The Mandalorian was the thing that just re-energized Star Wars in a way that I hadn't seen in the longest time. Yeah. And right now, I feel like, and I've said this before, I liked Ahsoka. I enjoyed that season. I bought the Blu-rays for it. But it seems to me that they're just on this holding pattern with Ahsoka Season 2. And I'm wondering if it's even going to be pushed out if Mandalorian and Grogu crash and burn. I mean,
so you're thinking like they may not even do, they might just not even do Ahsoka Season 2.
They keep showing. I mean, I'm sure this is. I mean, this is just conjecture and speculation. But I'm saying they put. I mean, we know that it's done. I think both of these projects have finished filming. I think they're done and they're in the post-production phases. And it's sort of funny to think that we're not going. I mean, but you're talking about Ahsoka Season 2 at the end of this year, like holiday season of 2020. I'm thinking that might be it. And with Mando and Grogu, I really do hope this is going to knock our socks off and this is going to be a fun ride and that it's going to be a great Star Wars movie. But it remains, I look, I liked Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, okay?
Sure.
It seemed everybody else didn't. It didn't go well. For me, it was Indiana Jones, and I was going to like it no matter what. And Marion was in it, and I was thrilled and all. And I got the DVD and the Blu-ray. And but
I thought it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the reality is that it didn't do what they had built this up pretty big. They had their big, like, I'm just talking about Super Bowl again, but the big Super Bowl commercial where it came out, and I was like, wow, the Indy is back. You got the hat on and everything, and it didn't work out that way. It fell flat on the majority of even some very passionate Indiana Jones fans who could be as passionate as Star Wars fans. I feel we're in a free fall here with our Star Wars, with Ahsoka Season 2 saying, yeah, we're doing it. We have no idea if it's going to come out or not. Mandalorian and Grogu. We're doing it. I mean, it just seems like there is, it's so blah that everybody, why isn't there a bigger campaign being done for this? Why isn't there like a big maybe prequel to the movie book coming out? Why isn't there all this swag coming out for this? Why aren't we being introduced to That's what they did. Do you realize how long they did this for, like, The Force Awakens? Yeah, you had the big toy openings where they were, and gosh, even in the you talk about the prequels again, every single prequel had a big lead up to it. It was just.
Yeah, for sure.
Even in a very non-internet age, where the internet was still coming into its own, there was still a whole lot. I mean, gosh, you had people who were waiting there for an hour and a half or 2 hours for that 2-minute trailer of stuff to download because we were on dial-up, whatever. Yeah. But I just don't understand why it feels that this is just another movie, another summer movie coming out, and it's I hate feeling that way about this. But
like it kind of feels kind of like, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Like, where is the big buildup? Why aren't they getting Sigourney Weaver out there to just blast this movie and say, as one of the biggest Hollywood stars, that this is going to knock your bloody socks off? That this is, you thought Aliens was great? Just wait till you see my performance in this. Yeah, I mean, where's all the swag with you see that the Razor Crest is there? Where's all the stuff that you're gonna? Where's all the good Mando gear? For me, there should be so much leading up to this. Books and comics, a video game, I mean, but it doesn't seem that way. But I don't know. Am I being too critical on this?
No.
Okay, there you go. The answer's no.
I mean, what are they doing? I mean, why are they? If they're underconfident, then why did they make this movie? I mean, I think
all we've got out of this is like a minute and a half of seeing what this is and a poster.
That's it.
And I don't even think you were too thrilled with either of them.
I mean,
you were thrilled with Star Wars, but to me, it felt like it was like a little bit tepid on like, well, okay, but they didn't show you really anything. I mean, okay, you saw Grogu, force pull some cookies away from Sigourney Weaver. You saw an AT-AT just fall into the canyon, but I was like, why do they choose that as the big action scene? Show me something with a fight, a duel, some X-Wings blowing something up, seeing the Razor Crest back in action or something,
I want to call up Lucasfilm. I want to say, look, we all think it's interesting, these little side jaunts into things that have nothing to do with the Force or what George Lucas created.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's interesting. You do one or two. But then, for God's sake, please go back to the formula that George Lucas created. It's good versus evil with people carrying laser swords. Full stop.
Well, I'm
some sort of mysticism also. Yeah.
I think well, okay, so you have all this. I think any of this, I'm one of the things I'm just getting driven crazy about right now. I can't stand seeing every single, and the Starfighter movie is probably going to be a lead into the Daisy Ridley movie, which I honestly don't think is happening. There is no Daisy Ridley movie. I don't think there is.
They're being very coy about that. They're because she'll come on and be like, oh yeah, it's going great. They're working on it or whatever, and then Lucasfilm was like, we can neither confirm nor deny. I feel like they have a government 3-letter agency problem. You're not the CIA or the FBI. Right?
We're walking around the Pentagon here.
Neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
There's going to be a small green.
Oh God! It's like listening back in the old days to the. Remember the days of because you were my age or whatever around the time. Remember when Oliver North was there in front of the committee and every single thing. I cannot confirm or deny any of these allegations. I plead them. I mean, when we learned that, I think you're getting the same thing with this. They're treating it like. Do you realize how much excitement there would be if you came out there and said, officially come out. We've got Daisy Ridley back to redeem the sequels in a sense with Rey reimagined or Rey as the Jedi Master, and we've done stuff that you cannot even believe. You may not like the first time you saw it, but man, you are going to just get blown away by what this story is going to do. Yeah, I mean, stuff like this.
Yeah, 100%. It'd be new. There's no more. The Emperor's good and dead. There's new bad guys. There's new you know what I mean?
I would love to see
go for it. Write something, do something. I don't know.
They squashed the Ben Solo Disney thing that they were saying, I guess, was theoretically presented to them, which drove me nuts a little bit.
But weird, actually, everyone feels that way.
Yeah,
really, that's interesting. Yeah.
But anywho, so we'll see. And like I said, Rogue Squadron, who knows that, or Starfighter, who knows what's going to happen with that? I mean, it's.
I mean, I feel like they have quality people on that. it seems like they have quality actors and writers. It seems like it's going to be good.
I mean, if it's actually, it seems like nothing is real until you actually see it actually on the screen. Like, you could get a whole bunch of hype even from the company itself, but for me it's like, until you actually see where on the button on your Disney Plus thing that says play the show, I don't think it could be here, it could not be here, but I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah.
Some other news. You want to hit some other news here?
Yeah, let's hit some other
news. Well, of course, we are at the heart here. We are, expanded universe guys here. Some literature, some literature coming out here. This is interesting. Star Wars Icons, Vader. Okay, this is an Insight edition, big, huge, mega-sized book, 500 pages or 492 pages to be exact.
Really?
$225 on Amazon right now.
Wait, what is this?
This book is called Star Wars Icons, Vader. Okay. This is I feel it's a lot like, remember the Ryder Wyndham book that I love that book. That book, I still go back to it and I look at it and it's fun. I think they're doing something like this, or they're trying to ramp it up or try to include stuff that may have happened since that book. But it says here in the solicitation copy, unmask one of the most memorable villains of all time and discover the incredible truth behind the creation and the legacy of the galaxy's most complex character, Darth Vader, featuring exclusive interviews from key cast, crew, as well as collectible inserts. This comprehensive history regarding one of the cinema's most compelling villains is something fans will not want to miss. I think a lot of it is probably contained. Oh, excuse me. The Insight edition version, which is like the mega, I guess, slipcase version, that's $225. The U.S. hardcover is, or is it? Okay, the retail price is $225, but on Amazon right now it's $162. So you can get the digital version for $26 if you want to go about that way as well too. Anything with Vader obviously is a lot of fun. From what I'm seeing here, some of the images that we're seeing, one of the images is one of my favorite Vader images that was done by Dave Dorman of Vader with the 501st, lightsaber ablaze and attacking a planet with all his troops and everything and the Imperial Guard. Yeah. So I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. It's one of those big books that you just want to open, on a cold night and just be able to just, immerse yourself in nice pictures, nice high resolution art. So we'll see. This comes out on April 21st of 2026.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. There was another. What was I also? Where is it? I must have missed it. Whatever. But anyway, there's another fantastic book. It's an Empire Strikes Back book of somebody's art from the time that they were a young kid all the way up to when they were as an adult. So yeah, so I have to pull that up. But yeah, good stuff. Are you reading any? Oh, here it is. May 5th of 2026. This is called the release of the Empire Strikes Back book, 50 years of drawings inspired by the Star Wars universe. And the cover of this is right now it's a $60 book. The copy says here, the Empire Strikes Back book is a 500-page book that gathers the full arc of a lifelong fascination, drawings and works born from the Star Wars universe. The book begins with the artist's earliest childhood sketches at age 7 in 1977, when the first film's...
Which artist?
The artist is Joseph Ari Aloy.
Oh, okay.
It says, detonate the imaginations of viewers across the world. JK5's work is organized by year and provides a visual progression of his skill, style formation, and infatuation of the franchise. The Empire Strikes book is a visual feast that is chock full of fan-favorite characters reimagined in the artist's unique style. And he's a 1994, I think, alumni Yeah, at the Brown School of Design. So yeah, so that's pretty. And the cover of this book is great. The cover of the book is like one of those old composition notebooks, with the black marbled front. I mean, you can see how with the kids like you should be taking notes, but really what you're doing is just sketching an ad. But so that's coming out on May 5th on Revenge of the 5th. 2026. So that should be fun too. That one I might pick up. That one I think definitely might be worth it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
I'm just jumping all over the place because it's fun to do this. I just mentioned earlier that I got these two great figures. I found something on Facebook called 3D printing Star Wars. Okay, This fella, I'm telling you, maybe we should get this guy on the podcast.
Where does he come from?
This fella here is. I mean, if it's on the Facebook group called 3D printing Star Wars, a fellow named Peter Wheel. His posting, it says, this is so cool. He had a 3D printer and he made a life-size Boba Fett action figure, like the classic Kenner figure Boba Fett, with this full-size blaster. Remember the blue? I know, this is incredible. I'm gonna here. Let me forward you this because this is just too. This is just bloody awesome, I have to tell.
Fantastic.
Oh my God. He's like, finally done. Now primer and sanding and primer and sanding and primer and sanding and paint. Goodness. He has one arm painted already. One arm. But my gosh. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, wow. It looks taller than him. He's an adult man here. Just I'm talking about a passion for a project. This is maybe we do got to get this guy on. Oh my God, that would be. Ooh, no, this is.
Great idea.
Yeah,
come on, we got to do it.
I think we're gonna do this. This is just too good. Well, we gotta find out. You just said how in the world did he get this? I mean,
it's a great story.
I would love to.
Scoop,
Oh, okay. I think. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Let's see if we can get this fella on the TJW podcast and see what we can do with this. Also, again, scattered all over the place because I've had such a wonderful week. But Star Wars Podcast Day 2026 coming February. We're going to put together a fun show for that, specifically for Star Wars Podcast Day. We've done this before in the past. We've done, some years we've done some maybe shorter podcasts. But we're going to be part of this fantastic day of Star Wars podcasting. It's a lot of fun for us to do, and I'm looking forward to what we put out there. Thanks again to Dana Contreras, who is the head of Star Wars Podcast Day. I think he's out of the West Coast, and he works like an animal to get this day put in together. It really is a project of love, for him doing this, getting all these. It's incredible how many Star Wars podcasts are out there. I mean, it's remarkable, and the fact that he follows us and he invites us to be part of this is, I think, very very honored that we're part of this group of podcasts being asked to do that. So stay tuned in February for it. We will have something really cool to report on.
We have to figure out what we're doing about that. Yeah.
What we're doing about that. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Are you reading any Star Wars these days, Dan?
I'm reading. I'm still reading The Jedi Path.
Oh yeah, you delve into it, man, didn't you?
It's like it almost feels like some interesting form of study of spirituality or something. I'm really digging into it. I want to write a commentary on it or something.
Oh, nice. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, maybe we should get into that. That'd be fun. If I'll reread my version, we can have break it down together.
That'd be great.
That'd be pretty cool. Actually, reserved for me at the library, which I got to go pick up, is the new Vader Master of Evil novel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, everybody's saying that this is. If you want to get dark, you talk about the Book of Jedi. This is going to be the ultimate Book of Sith you're going to be looking to. So looking forward to that. I haven't even picked it up at the bookstore or looked at it. So I'll pick it up at the library later on, and I'm hoping to do a good dive into it, and maybe in the next couple shows we can chat a little bit more about that.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, maybe I'll pick that up too. That's pretty interesting.
It's total. I mean, I feel this is a good, especially on these cold winter, up here in the New England area, when it gets this cold and icy, and you got to close the shield doors on your Hoth base, all you can do is just sit and read sometimes. So this is good reading season for Star Wars fans. Actually, any season is pretty good. Summertime, I sit on my porch and I love reading my Star Wars stuff. But still, if any of our listeners have read Vader, Master of Evil, send us a message on the Facebook page of the Traveling at Jundland Wastes podcast. I'd love to hear what you think about that.
Yeah.
I think that's all for us today on the podcast. It's always good to get together and to break down this stuff. And we'll be back soon for another fantastic episode. I've got a lot of stuff I could follow up on. I got to go after. I got to find out this guy and his his mega-sized Boba Fett. I mean, his 3D printed Boba Fett.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Got to follow up on that. We got to follow up on some of these books here. So we got stuff ready for us in 2026. And also, you don't have to anything you want to talk to us about Star Wars. Send us a message on our Facebook page, and we'd be happy to hear it and let you know our thoughts on it.
Do you like controversial questions?
Totally.
Within reason.
Well, yeah, within reason. Let's. Got to keep things somewhat friendly. My God, this world we're living in right now, can't we just be friends in the Star Wars universe, for God's sake?
It's all good.
It is all good. It totally is.
Bottom line is we love pretty much all Star Wars.
Yep.
And we just,
I think if we had some more Star Wars, regardless of what it is, I think we'd be a much happier society.
Definitely.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Quality Star Wars.
Totally. So for all of us here at the podcast, I'm Mark.
I'm Dan.
And you have been traveling the Jundland Wastes. Have a good one, all.